Hi everyone, welcome to STEAMA Design. Today's tutorial is about the tools, simple tools that we need to have. So I'm going to tell you some of the tools and some of their functions. So firstly, you know that you need to have a machine, right? A sewing machine, either industrial or manual. As a beginner, I advise you start with your manual machine. You don't have to break the bank, okay? Just get something. The blackhead machine is fine. So you don't have to have a shop before you start sewing, you know, of course. So you need your blackhead machine or your industrial, whichever one you can afford. And then you need your tape rule. You need your scissors, right? You need your, of course, these scissors you need two, okay? So one for your paper and then one for your fabric. If you use your paper scissors to cut your fabric, it will become blunt, okay? So it's good you have one for this and one for that. Don't use one for both. It makes the scissors weak, okay? So you also have your hip curve. This one will help you to get your armhole curve and your hip when you want to curve your hip on your pattern, right? And also you can you can use this one to, some people use it for so many things. So this one to get your straight line, to also get your armhole curve and neck curve and the rest of it, okay? This is called pattern master. Okay, you also need your iron. You need your iron. If you have steam iron, good and fine. If you have ordinary iron that doesn't have place to put water, you don't need to worry. Just get a plastic bottle, put water, pierce, use pin or needle, right? Pierce tiny openings and put your water inside. When you are ironing, use it to sprinkle and it still gives you the effect. But if you have the money for steam iron, go ahead and get it, okay? Also, your bust ham. This is for your bustier. When you make a bustier, you don't iron it straight like a flat, no. You use this to put in your bustier, to iron it to give it that round effect, okay? Also, when you are making your corsets, you use this to, you know, boning now. When you iron the boning, it stays in the shape you are giving to it. So you put this on the bust part and then get your desired position, okay? Also, you need this, your pattern paper. So this pattern paper helps you to save fabric. I know some persons will say, they learn from roadside, they cut directly from the fabric. Well, we use pattern paper, okay? So it's actually good. It will help you, especially when you are dealing with luxury fabrics. You need to use pattern paper. It will help you to save fabric, okay? It will help you because that's when you cut on the fabric, you know that there are so many pieces you cut out. But when you use pattern paper, you already know that yes, this is exactly what I need, and then it will help you manage the fabric. And also, this is they call it, is it stove iron? This iron is actually good. So we had light issue sometime last month. So I did not have small iron that my generator can carry, so I had to get this. Funny enough, this thing heats up less than a minute. It heats up really good. So it's actually good you have this in case NEPA wants to be playing with you. This can help you. Okay, it's also a good thing you have your pattern. You have your pencil for your pattern and your chalk, your marking chalk. I can't even find them. I have lots of them, different colors. So you can get different colors for different fabric. You know, some colors don't appear on some fabric. This one is an erasable pen. It's erasable fabric pen. So when you use this one to make your pattern, to mark on your fabric, when you apply heat, it erases. Okay. Of course, you know your shuttle and your reeler. It's always advisable to get more reeler, you know, so that you can have different colors of thread. You don't have to be stopping to reel at all time and all that. So if you have different colors, just pick out different colors when you need them. And of course, your needle, always have your needle, you know, different one. And also always get spare your invisible zip footer. So this invisible zip footer is for industrial, and this one is for manual. This invisible footer for industrial, and this one is for manual. You know, the one for manual, you just adjust it this way. By the time you open it this way, you move the footer, you move it right. So you move it to the left and you move it back to the right. But this one, if you want to use for the right, you have to change it. If you want to use for the left, that's for industrial. Okay. Of course, it's good you have different colors of thread. I go for the big ones though. So for the small, you can have different colors of thread. Just buy everything that you can afford, right? As much as you can get, okay? Also, you need a mannequin, right? So this is a dress form. But you don't need to. Dress forms are expensive. They have different types, BBL and the rest. But my dear, you can get the plastic dress form, the plastic mannequin, right? Just to sample your clothes, your ready-made clothes. So this is because it helps, like when your clients, some clients don't like giving pictures. So at least when you finish making the dress, you fit it on the mannequin. Okay, so you can just get a plastic mannequin. They are some they sell for 15,000, 17,000, 20 and upward. But this one is over 200,000. So you just get the one. You don't, gradually you grow. You don't have to get the best equipment, the most expensive equipment because you want to start fashion. No, start with the little you have. Yeah, start with the little you have. Okay. even if you need a weaving machine, you sew, you go and weave. There are people that they do weaving all around, right? Just in the street. Eyelet, you can do eyelet just in the street. So you mustn't have everything, okay? You mustn't have everything at once. So you get every material, every equipment gradually, right? Also, you need your screwdriver. So some people say, what are you doing with screwdriver? So for your manual machine, you have to open the plate, especially when your machine teeth is having an issue, or you have you need to adjust your footer. You need to open the plate with your screwdriver. You get the big one, okay? This one I use it to, like, when I want to unscrew my plate and my teeth. Now if I want to change it, that's when I use this one. I have the big one too. And also to change my industrial machine needle, I use the small one. And you also need your brush. Some people underrate this brush to clean your machine because of dust. So you need this. It helps. Okay, so let me just show you something. You need this. So sometimes when you leave this machine, it will say I use it to clean up before I use it. Especially if I don't sew for sometimes, or maybe because of it works. So I just do this. I use it to clean dust my machine. Okay, places. So you also need your plier. The plier is to open your footer. Sometimes your footer seems to be very strong, so you use this plier to help open it, okay? To help you to unscrew it. I think that's all for today's tutorial. So subscribe, like, leave a comment. If you have a comment, if you have a question, leave a comment in the comment section. I will reply to all your comments, okay? So if you want to see more of these beautiful tutorials, or you want me to recreate something, just let me know, okay, by leaving that in the comment section. Bye, thank you, see you in my next video. Bye.